Hey YouTube, it's the Lazy Sisters, and it's the sister that's my makeup tag, and I look crazy, but hopefully the makeup won't. I'm Shantae, this is Tanya, the one who's going to do my makeup, and here we go.
First, we're going to start with the eyes. First, I'm going to whip these brows into a little bit more shape.
What is she doing?
I am defining your tail because it's kind of at it just comes to an abrupt stop, and I don't like it. Just gonna get them into a little bit better condition for me. Because queen of brow you might be, it is not to my standards, so.
I need to go get them threaded, but even still, since when do I need drawn on eyebrows?
You don't need them drawn on, you just need a little bit of filling in. See, that's your thing, like you just say drawn on. We're not drawing them on. It's just a little bit of sparseness, just a little bit, that needs to be filled in.
That sounds like hateration in my dancer.
And your dancery. Absolutely not. No, just certain areas were a little bit sparser than I wanted them to be. Alright, I'm going to start with our eyes, and I'm going to use the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Eye Primer. I'm going to clean up the brows just a little bit. I don't usually clean up brows with concealer, but she needs to have hers threaded, so I'm going to.
Well, that's the NARS.
Oh yeah,
excellent concealer. I don't know what it's called, but it's awesome.
It's some long name, because you know all makeup things have these long names. I think it's like Creamy Radiant or whatever. Oh, Radiant Creamy Concealer. That's what it says, and this is in the color Amande or Amande or however you want to say it. She's got these knockoff Artiste brushes that you got from where? Amazon? eBay?
Amazon, I think.
Okay. Right. And I brought two palettes. I have the Urban Decay Naked Smoky palette. And I'm also, oh, son of a beeswax. And I also have the Nubian 2 by Juvia's Place. So, I'm going to start with the Nubian. Our makeshift ring light. Morocco right here. This is pretty orange kind of shade. I'm going to use this kind of as a, I guess, transition shade. She doesn't really have a crease, so I'm going to try to do the best here. Wow.
Really?
Really what, ma'am? To your no crease?
Try and do the best.
Well, with creating a crease for you, because, you know.
Eyes are faulty.
They're not faulty. You just don't have a whole lot of lid space, and you don't have a natural crease.
Right, yeah, my eyelids are not made for makeup.
No, that's not true. She's always down on herself.
You just said the same thing.
I didn't say your eyes weren't made for makeup. I said you don't have a crease.
And
so
I don't have a lot
best.
of lid space.
That doesn't mean they're not for makeup. It just means, you know, we're gonna have to work a little differently. See how negative you can go? She just be so negative.
She just said negative attributes.
I didn't say anything of the sort. You interpreted what I had said to be negative because you can't see the positive in it. We We just have to work a little differently.
And do the best that we can.
And do the best that we can. That's right. Well, because I'm not a makeup artist. I'm sure a makeup artist would know, oh, no, you shouldn't do that. You should do it this way. But see, I don't know that. So I'm just doing the best that I can. Bam. Negative Nelly.
Okay.
So I'm just buffing this out with her e.l.f. Oh, eye crease brush. Okay. Now, I'm going to go into Kenya, which is right there. It's just a dark brown shade. And I'm going to deepen her crease using this same brush. Just a little bit underneath that Morocco color. There's that. And then I'm going to use the e.l.f. professional eyeshadow brush. How about that? And just pack some color on the lid.
So if I got the crease brush and the eyeshadow brush, I got everything I need, in my opinion.
Limited.
My opinion.
My brush collection is more vast than hers.
But you don't even use all those brushes.
I do. On different days. But, you know. Nefertiti is right there.
The green or the gold?
You want the green?
No, I'll just do
Gold.
Gold.
Yeah.
Nefertiti's gold.
Yeah. So grab a little bit of that. Tap some off.
Need a lot.
Need a lot. Because they are very pigmented. I don't think we need that much. And like I said before, she doesn't have a whole lot of lid space. So I'm just packing it not too high up on her lid. Like a real makeup artist. Like, I mean, not that I'm doing a spectacular job, but I feel like because I'm practicing my fulcrum, you know, I got my finger right there, and that's what they do. Just from watching YouTube. That's all.
Just from watching YouTube.
And watching them girls on Instagram.
I have gained no skills from YouTube or Instagram, but of course I'm not as dedicated to watching as she is either.
Yes, watching YouTube is my job.
Like, I like the end result.
Not really.
I like the end result. I don't like to spend a lot of time going through the process, which is probably why I'm not that good at it. So, I just fast forward.
Well, that's why you don't know the stuff.
I mean, I'll get the product name, but, you know.
What good is the product name if you didn't have the technique?
Clearly, there's no good. That.
I'm going to go back in with Kenya just to darken it up a tiny bit because I just blended it away on this eye over here. I'm going to go into my Naked Smoky palette for her brow bone highlight. And my sister likes to have a sparkly brow bone. So I'm going to go in with this, this color here. It's called High. So I'm going to go into a little bit of that. And put it, that is very bright. So that's a bit shinier than I wanted it to be. I'm going to go back into the Nubian 2 and I'm going to grab Madagascar, which is just kind of like her shade, like it could just be her skin color. And I'm just going to tone that down just a tad. better. Okay, so we've decided we hate the brow bone. That high, that's just too much. Go in with Combust here, and it's a matte shade, but the sparkle will still shine through, I'm sure. Not happy, but we'll come back. So now I'm going to start with her foundation, and I'm just going to use a face primer, which she doesn't have any primers, so I'm going to be using the Almay Smart Shade. It's a perfect and correct primer. Her foundation of choice is the Bobbi Brown Stick Foundation, and
Bobby's everybody.
And she's in the color Golden Almond. That's 6.75. So here we go. When I put on foundation, I typically don't use that much, so I'm not going to do that much on her. And we'll just see what's what after I'm done.
And I was just thinking, you use it way more than I do, because I use like 4 stripes.
And I'm going to take some of my Urban Decay B6, what is it? Vitamin Infused Complexion Prep Spray.
13 or something.
B6?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I just use this to, it's kind of like a primer, and I just use it to wet the brush and, you know, smear the foundation. And this is the e.l.f. powder brush. It's an awesome brush. Alright. And then her skin's really not that discolored, like she doesn't have that much hyperpigmentation. So and I'm just gonna conceal under her eyes with the same NARS, a little bit up under the eyes, and I'm gonna use that same brush that I used to clean up the brows, this fake Artis brush. I say fake, I shouldn't say that, the knockoff. Well, because I don't think it's trying to be the Artis brush, it's just trying to be its own thing. I'm going to go in and use her Makeup Forever Camouflage Cream Palette and use the dark color, and we're going to contour.
This will be fun. Contouring is not my thing.
I'm going to use that color right there. I'm going to take my CoverGirl Queen Collection bronzer in Ebony Bronze, and I'm going to set and add a little bit more color to that contour with her angled blush brush from e.l.f. Looks like that. And I'm also going to contour her jawbone.
My double chin.
This Queen Collection bronzer here. If you've ever gotten this and it didn't work, like you know, dip your brush in there and it didn't work, scrape off the top layer, which is what I did. I mean, it makes it real powdery, but at least it works now. I had this for like a year and couldn't use it because that top layer is like wax or something, a crust. It's something like that. But anyway, okay, so contour is done. Now I'm going to add blush and then some highlighter. And for a blush, I'm going to use the Milani, and this is Coralina.
Coralina.
Carolina.
Here we go, girls. Boys.
I'm gonna use my own blush brush.
I think the one you use for foundation is the one I use for blush. But it doesn't matter.
So, just gonna dip it in there and add it to the apples of her cheeks. This has some sparkle to it, which works good for a highlight as well. And then I am gonna use a highlighter on her, even though the blush is pretty sparkly. And okay, NYX blush, and this is in Terracotta.
Terracotta.
They say it's a blush, but I don't know who it will be a blush for, because it's certainly not a blush for black people, at least people our color. Okay, so I'm gonna use her.
Dab it on there.
I'm gonna use her knockoff RT's brush, and this is just
That size.
that one.
Mhm.
Just take a little bit and just dab it on there. So people, if you are her color, actually if you're my color or darker, get some of this.
That's a highlight.
This is $4.99, $5.99, something like that.
As opposed to that Becca, which I purchased, which I love. But
But if you want,
on the budget.
yeah, if you want a cheaper
If you ain't
version.
fool like me and her, because she
Yeah.
got it too.
It's actually really, really nice. Turn to side. I mean, that highlight though. I'm gonna take the Queen Collection again, and we're gonna contour her nose. Oh, it's just so much better when you take that top layer off this thing. Oh my gosh, I was so mad. I couldn't use my stupid stuff.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Just scrape it off, girls. Just scrape off that top layer. If you get one that's all defective and crusty, just scrape that off. It's fine. Open up your eyes. Can you tell?
No.
She wears glasses as well. She can't see anything.
Right.
Where I'm gonna do the blue. This is the NYX which one? Envy. So since this eye is pretty neutral, we're gonna go with a super bold lip. And I am absolute crap at putting lipstick on myself, so I'm not that good at putting it on other people. Go ahead. Oh God, it's getting worse. I'm gonna
I probably need a lipstick brush. I have one somewhere actually. I bought one.
go ahead and we gonna have to fix that. I just totally messed that up, and I forgot to put on liner on them eyes, but line her eyes because I totally forgot. And then, this is the NYX what is it? Oh, Collection Noir liquid black liner.
Now she's gone and literary.
Well, it happens to the best of us. That is terrible. So now I have to make this sad.
And now I'm gonna end up with a fully black eye.
She gonna look like a panda in just a second. You know,
Yep.
let me fix it and make her look like a doll.
Let me fix it. Always turns into That's exactly. That's exactly. That's what happens. Look, girl. You always Alright, it don't take but a few minutes to turn into panda eyes. Don't you worry.
I will give her this panda if it's the last thing I do.
Mm.
Oh. lashes.
Alright.
So I'm going to add a little bit of eyeshadow to her lower lash line with her knockoff Artiste. This is the look for my sister. Look at it. That was a fail. So go ahead and put your glasses on, sis, and let me know how you feel in 2 minutes and 51 seconds.
Okay. Oh, we ain't bring no mirror. Well, my eyebrows look sharp. And you know I like envy.
Oh, I didn't even fix that. So don't get too close.
Can y'all see? Because I'm doing the most with the least here, kids. The most with the least.
If not for that one, that eyeliner.
But this highlighting contour situation looks good.
I'm telling you.
So it just, pros and cons on each side of the face. Pros and cons is all we can say. So this is Sister Does My Makeup, much better than the one I did, and please ignore the panda eyes.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
And we'll see where that gets us.
See where it gets us.
That's all we can do.
That's all we can do. Well, here's the thing. I don't clean my brushes. I know. I don't clean my brushes as often as I should.
She's just asking for a fungus.
I know.
I actually love your face because you have a small face. Like, you don't have a whole lot of forehead going on. I really appreciate that. There's just not much
Extraneous.
Yeah, like my face is huge, I feel like, and yeah, that's just way better.
Well used. Square footage, I guess.
Yeah, it's just enough. Like, anyway.
This brassiere is making my shoulders hurt holding up my breast.
Well, it's got a tough job to do.